All right, so check this out. Today is April 1st, 2025. In the past 30 days, my InfoProg agency has pulled in $72,878. I'm not talking revenue, where most gets eaten up by expenses and ad spend. I mean, this is 99% profit. People call what I do all sorts of things: growth operating, InfoProg agency, growth partner agency. I mean, honestly, what you call it doesn't really matter to me, but what matters to me is that the money's all the same. And if you're in the info space already, maybe you've seen my work somewhere, maybe through a client or a funnel that I built. If not, my name's Sawyer, and not too long ago, I was literally sitting in a college dorm wondering what the hell I'm even doing here. I wasn't failing, I wasn't struggling financially in any sense either, but I knew that I wanted to be building something. So, like anybody, I started watching all these creators online. I went on TikTok and YouTube and Twitter, and I noticed one thing that really just changed my life. These people were building massive audiences, but had zero systems behind their content. There was no real way to turn all those eyeballs into actual dollars. And that's when it kind of hit me that there was a massive opportunity here. I didn't need to be the face of anything. I could just be the builder, the backend guy, turning all that attention into actual money. So I figured I'd make this video, sit down and kind of explain how this business model works and how you guys can replicate the same, because it has completely changed my life. I went from a college student not really knowing what I wanted to do to moving to Tampa, running up multi 5 figures per month consistently, just learning this one business model. And I know that this business model can change a lot of your lives too. Just recently, we were able to scale one of our clients from 7K a month to 130K per month in the first 30 days working together. Another client, 10K a month to 55K a month, again, in the first 30 days. So I would like to think that I'm credible when it comes to talking about this stuff and know what to do when it comes to scaling info businesses. Now, here's what I actually do. It's honestly really simple. I partner with creators who already have attention, and I build all the backend systems that turns that attention into cash flow. And at the end of the day, I mean, we're in the attention economy right now. Every day, there's people that are posting content, building audiences, going viral, but most people have absolutely no idea to how to actually monetize that audience. They have all these eyeballs coming in, but they don't really have a system to turn those eyeballs into actual money. No real offer, no funnel, no lead capture, no sales process, nothing. And that's really where I come in. I build everything after the content. They keep creating, and I make sure that everything after the click turns into actual money. Now, the sweet spot is working with creators that teach people skills that they can actually make money with. Things like trading, drop shipping, e-commerce, copywriting, sales. I mean, there's a ton, but anything that has a clear path to an ROI. And the reason this works so well is people are just over the traditional education system. They're sick of going hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt for degrees that just don't deliver. And they want practical skills that lead to income fast. The cool thing though is the creators who have done it before, who have learned the skill set already, are in the perfect position to sell it. They just need the systems to be able to do it at scale. Now, here's what's crazy. You don't need a ton of clients, and you also don't need creators with massive followings either. One client that we just started working with about a month ago had 5K followers on YouTube, and we were able to scale them to 130K in our first month working together. Other clients of ours with 50K on TikTok, I mean, they jump straight into 6 figures. Meanwhile, there's creators out there with 250,000 followers, and they can't even sell a $47 course. And the reason this is because audience size really doesn't matter nearly as much as intent and niche. The creator with a smaller but more dialed in offer and posts very niche content is going to outperform the big creators who post very broad content almost every single time. And that's why the backend guy, the growth operator, the InfoProg agency owner is the missing piece for a lot of creators. You're pretty much the guy that's making everything work. And the cool thing, I mean, you don't need to be famous, you don't need to go viral. You just need to know how to build systems that actually convert. Get one solid client, get them really good results, and then suddenly you have proof. Real screenshots, real case studies, and then the conversation shifts from can you help me to when can we actually start? Now, when it comes to finding clients, this is honestly where most people mess up. They'll immediately start DMing creators with millions and millions of followers saying, let me help you monetize. And at the end of the day, I mean, that just doesn't really work, because I mean, the bigger creators aren't always going to be better clients. More often than not, they're going to be worse. They're, impossible to reach. They have some messy team situation. They're very slow to respond. Like it's a big headache. Meanwhile, I mean, there's creators with 5,000 followers being able to scale to 130K our first month. Because at the end of the day, I mean, it's not really about attention. It's about intent. And honestly, I mean, that's exactly what I'm looking for when I'm looking for creators to work with. I want to make sure that they're teaching something that leads people to real results, making more money, allowing you to travel and have more time freedom, improving your health. I mean, stuff like that. I also want to make sure that the creator has a ton of people in their comments saying, how can I learn this? How can you teach me this? Because if they don't, I mean, their audience is going to be pretty low intent. I also want to make sure my creators are getting very good engagement. It's not even just likes, but, comments, replies, DMs, asking for help, stuff like that. And at the end of the day, I mean, the best niches are going to be skills that people are actively already trying to learn. I mean, stuff like trading, freelancing, copywriting, sales. Whenever I see a creator teaching one of these skills and not having all these backend systems in place, that's when I know there's a ton of money being left on the table. If the niche has buying intent, if the audience wants to make more money or solve a painful problem, and if you package that into a great offer with a strong backend system, you're going to win every single time. So if you're wondering how to land your first client, here's the easiest thing that you can do. First of all, scrape your personal network. Everybody knows someone who has an audience. I mean, my first client, for example, came in through a warm intro. He had a great following and really just needed somebody to put all the proper systems in place. And really, that one connection changed everything for me. But if you're not finding people in your immediate circle, I mean, by all means, go outbound. Cold DMs, cold emails, Twitter replies, TikTok comments. Find the ones with good content, good engagement, and literally zero monetization because they're everywhere. And also, I mean, don't pitch right away. Start a conversation. Be a little buddy with them first, and then once you build that relationship with them, then you can offer to help. Now, here's how the business model actually works. Let's say you land a client, everything's great. Now, what do you do? Honestly, I mean, this is where most people freeze. They get so hyped about closing the deal, they forget they actually have to deliver now. So let me break down exactly what I do for all of my clients. First thing, I gotta know who their audience really is, what they're teaching, and why people even care in the first place. I'll check their content, go through all their pages, see if they have an offer to begin with, and see how people are reaching out. Then I'm pretty much just gonna take a look at what they already have in place, looking at any funnels they tried, any of their emails, how they booked calls before, because honestly, 80% of the time, it's either missing or it's just a complete mess. But that's perfect for me because that's just a ton of easy money. Once I get that, I map out pretty much everything that we're going to be building. And we're pretty much going to be nailing down the offer first. So figuring out pricing, figuring out offer deliverables, making sure that everything's in place, and also just figuring out what differentiates that product compared to similar ones. And then honestly, you're just going to be building a pretty simple funnel, pretty much pushing anybody that opts in or is interested in what they have to sell to book a call or buy a product. Honestly, too, it doesn't really matter what you build it in, but what matters is how fast you get it live. Because at the end of the day, I mean, content turns into clicks, clicks turns into calls, and calls turns into cash in your pocket. The next part is where most people quit, but honestly, it's where all of the money is. It's all the backend systems, it's all the automation. And so all of this could be, the email sequencing, the CRM automations, all the data reporting. This is stuff that really matters. Now, once everything's ready, we go live. The funnels are up, the emails are firing, the opt-ins are coming through, and I'm pretty much watching everything in real time. People opting in, people booking calls, the cash getting collected in real time. And honestly, once you post everything, once you go live, it's just a matter of testing and figuring out the issues and figuring out what's not working, what is. You're always going to need some tweaks at first. I mean, maybe like the headline isn't hitting or something like that. But the key to this business model is speed. Because at the end of the day, the quicker you can launch, the quicker you can optimize everything, the quicker you're going to get that text from your client. Holy shit, I just made more in a week than I did last month. And honestly, I mean, that changes everything. They trust you completely. They'll start telling other creators about you, and now you can scale. So what I recommend when you are going through the scaling process of this business model is systemize everything. Onboarding flows, funnel templates, sales scripts, dashboards, and now you're not starting from zero with the next client. Eventually too, you can get help with the right stuff. You can hire somebody who can build the funnels faster than you. You can hire copywriters to do all the copywriting work for you. But at the end of the day, I mean, you don't really want to be hiring employees. You want to be paying people per project or per performance. Also, make sure you're showing proof everywhere. I mean, share your testimonials, your screenshots, your wins, anything that you can. Position yourself right. You don't want to be the tech person or the funnel guy. I mean, you want to be the partner who scales creators. We'll build infrastructures that scale to 100K a month hits a lot harder than we build funnels. And at the end of the day, I mean, creators don't want funnels. They want freedom. They want true systems that turn content into cash without them having to do any work. This business model completely changed my life. I mean, I left college, I moved to Tampa. I'm hitting 70K months consistently and helping tons of creators hit crazy numbers. And I did all of this without having to be the face, without having to go viral, without having to sell courses to thousands of people, just by learning how to build systems that work. So if you're watching this thinking, can I do this too? The answer is 100% yes. But only if you're willing to learn the skill sets required for this business model. It's not beginner friendly. I mean, this model is high leverage, low overhead, and crazy scalable. So if that sounds like your kind of game, I mean, follow me. I'm dropping case studies, client breakdowns, all the behind the scenes stuff soon. And if you're a creator who wants help building all of this, just DM me on Instagram at SawyerKVerts.